Annalynne McCord and Lydia Hearst star in Titanic 666, which is airing on April 15th, which is the 110th anniversary of the Titanic tragedy. Obviously a story for the past 110 years that a lot of people have been obsessed with. Annalynne, let's go ahead and start with you. Ever since you were a kid, you've been obsessed with the Titanic. What's it like to be a part of this film?
Oh, completely obsessed. I literally did a year-long study of the Titanic when I was like 10 years old, and I was homeschooled. Don't hold that against me. But I was homeschooled, and we were supposed to do like 2 to 5 minute presentations at the end of the year for our end of year program. My presentation on the Titanic was 22 minutes long, complete with mini poster boards and all the facts of the Titanic. So when I was offered the film, I was just like, yes, it has Titanic in the title. The answer is yes.
Lydia, I do want to ask you, as far as, your mom, Patty Hearst, being involved in John Waters movies, which, obviously have a cult following. And, this film, it's historical, but it's also has for horror fans. I do enjoy kind of following in that footsteps of kind of these movies that are going to definitely have a cult following.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. I guess I sort of grew up in the crazy cinematic world of John Waters, and my mom's quite a character, and I love her to pieces. And thankfully, she's always been incredibly supportive of my craft and my passions. And it's a lot of fun doing films like this because you don't have to take yourself too seriously, and you can really just have fun and enjoy yourself, and you get to improv a little bit. And also when you have such incredible talent as part of the cast and an incredible location such as the Queen Mary, I mean you can't go wrong.
And I mean, let's talk a little bit about the Queen Mary. Your great grandfather was on the Queen Mary. Talk a little bit about his journey and what your family kind of told you about that, and you being a part of this film and filming there.
I was not alive when he was on the Queen Mary, obviously. So I wasn't entirely familiar with the history of the ship, other than the fact that it was designed by the same people who actually designed the Titanic. So it was really exciting to me, like Annalynne, as a fan of the original Titanic film, and to be on board such an iconic piece of history where when you see in the film, it really does feel like you're on the Titanic because the creators of the ship themselves, they took so much of the original design from the Titanic and put it into the Queen Mary. So it really did feel like you were aboard that ship, and it was really incredible.
That is amazing. So you both play characters, obviously, in different parts of the spectrum, but very similar characteristics. Annalynne, tell us a little bit about the character that you play in this movie.
Well, as I like to say, she's atrocious. I had so much fun playing Mia, but she really is a horrible person. And you're just like, what is this woman doing? I walk around with my husband. We're influencers. We have 12 million followers, which is way more than Annalynne has. So she's much cooler than me. But she just, goes live on the Titanic 3 on its maiden voyage to commemorate the anniversary of the Titanic, the original Titanic. And she lets her followers know every step of the way, every single thing that she does and what she thinks, even if there's not a lot of thought that goes into it. So that's my character.
And what about for you, Lydia?
Well, my character, I guess she's technically the villain of the film, but she's doing everything that she's doing with a purpose because she genuinely feels for the victims of the original Titanic. So she thinks she's doing something with cause and for all the right reasons because she feels that everyone on board the ship today is capitalizing on the deaths and the tragic incident that occurred. So she's sort of resurrecting them in order to take over the ship and really seek revenge on those who are capitalizing on the tragic sinking of the Titanic 110 years ago.
And obviously,
so she is bad, but she really thinks she's doing the right thing.
She's doing the right thing. I do want to say congratulations. You just welcomed your first baby. How does parenthood feel?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's surreal and beautiful. Every day is kind of a magical adventure. I was actually 6 months pregnant at the time of filming Titanic 666. So technically it was Dimity's first movie. And now I'm only 8 weeks postpartum and I'm in the middle of production on a new project.
Overachiever much?
And then final thing, obviously, you know, in the movie from the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, there was that famous scene of, you know, holding out their arms. And when you've wrapped up the movie, did the cast do that? Did both of you take, you know, a photo like that?
Okay, stop reading my diary, Rudy. That's ridiculous. I didn't think anyone saw me. I literally made my makeup artist take my pictures of me doing this because I thought I was going to grow up and marry Leonardo DiCaprio or Jack Dawson specifically, but whatever.
What about for you, Lydia?
Yes, that happened. Lydia's like, no, I'm a serious thespian. Thank you. I did not.
Well, no, I did do it for like a second, but I didn't get any photos of it.
That is amazing. Titanic 666, April 15th on Tubi. Annalynne, Lydia, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.